What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B High Radio Shout In. Stepping in the building, I got some legends off in this thing, some entrepreneurs, some guys that bring you one of the biggest shows that you've ever seen in the country. If you don't know, it's called the One Music Fest. We got Jay Carter, Moetown. What's good with it, fellas?
What it do?
Man, good to see you, brother.
Radio Shout In.
Hey, man, fellas, I got to go straight to One Music Fest, man.
Uh-oh.
How did this thing start, okay? Because I've seen it get bigger and bigger and bigger as the years have progressed, man. I just need to know about those humble beginnings. And what was that seed in y'all mind that made y'all say, you know what, man, hey, brothers, let's do a One Music Fest. This just sounds good, too.
That's the brainchild right
You see
there,
what I'm
man.
saying?
That's the visionary right there.
Talk to me.
Yeah, man. Nah, it was a moment where, you know, when you realize where there's something lacking, right? So, and that was around 2008. I had a live music venue down in the underground. Actually, I had two venues. I had Motions and Sugar Hill. Always was a fan of live music. Had a brand marketing company, but bouncing around to different festivals, I just saw that there was not, you know, a Bonnaroo, a Lollapalooza, a Coachella for black folk.
My
you know
God.
what I'm saying? So I was like, well, why they got to have all the fun and why can't we turn up like this outside and listen to our music and celebrate our blackness, celebrate our culture, celebrate our music, and you know, so I said, all right, let me figure this thing out.
Yeah.
Talked to a few folks and straight up, you know, it was like some white folks in the industry. I went to first because I couldn't find black mentors that did festivals, you know, touring and shows, and I spoke with Michael Malden and folks like that, but that was different than an outdoor festival. So, you know, long story short, these folks literally told me, white folks literally told me that they was like, black folks ain't gonna support nothing like that.
What?
And I said, all right, and that's when I got supercharged. I said, all right, let me try to figure this shit out. They were just like, black folks rather buy, they don't want to be in the elements. Like white folks want to be barefoot in the grass and laying out, tripping on shrooms and acid and listening to music. I said, man, we'll be outside listening to music in some environment like
Just
this.
bring some barbecue.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we don't have shrooms, but maybe we got some buffalo wings. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we ain't got no acid, but we got a little weed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But how come this doesn't exist, and how come no one has the wherewithal to build it out for us?
Yeah.
So instead of waiting on somebody to do it for us, I said, all right, well, let me just figure it out on my own. Really couldn't find no support, so kind of more so looked at the folks around me. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that Maynard Jackson when it was, you know, when he said we need 33% of the folks that's going to build this airport to be black.
Affirmative action. Yeah.
And the white folks went out there and came back and said to Maynard, we can't find no black folks that build airports. But Maynard said, can you find some black folks that know how to lay cement?
Come on.
Build highways, build sidewalks,
Come on.
build neighborhoods. That's all the airport is.
Yeah.
But a big-ass neighborhood.
Come on.
Instead of you driving a car, you flying a plane. So I said, all right, so let me find some folks, all right. You know, my homie over here got a transportation business. He knows artists. They know booking. They know staging.
Yeah.
All right, well, let me just see who's around me and let's build this thing ourselves. So, and that popped off in 2010. Very modest, you know what I'm saying? 3,000 some odd people in the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to, you know, overreach, you know what I'm saying? Because the other thing I found out quick is, you know, it costs millions of dollars to produce a festival, man. And that's what some of these white folks told me, man. They literally straight up said, if you don't have $2 million to lose, then don't even get into this business. I was like, what the fuck kind of advice is that?
Exactly.
$5 to lose.
Exactly.
But he was spot on.
What?
He was spot on. They said, if you ain't got $2 million to lose, or if you ain't got 5 years to wait, it's going to take that much in order for you to kind of turn your brand as far as the festival. And it took 5 years, honestly.
Okay, so tell me about that first show, though. I mean, going out there to those 3,000 people, were you able to break even at least, or were you out there leaving out in the red every damn year?
We was in the red. Bro. It was.
So this was a passion project. That's what y'all telling me now. This is a passion project. I didn't know that was music fest.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so.
It was a vision. It was a long-term vision.
Now this is crazy, fellas, because see, now when you speak like that, you're telling me that it takes some gumption and some tenacity.
There you go.
Because
right.
see, the whole thing is, we see one music fest now. We don't want to hear
That's right.
that the first one was in the red.
That's right.
Okay. So how did y'all feel when the first one was in the red? I mean, was it like, damn, man, I don't know if we need to keep on.
I mean, not just the first one. The first,
right,
it was deep. It got deep, and again, I tell anybody, I tell the story like for him, you know, he got to the point where, you know, he was about to lose. He was damn near losing it all.
Shit.
But he saw the vision, and you know, the people. Now even though you losing money, the people every year, the people like, this is amazing, this is amazing. They ain't knowing you losing money.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? He over there getting grades and you know what I'm saying? They don't see that part.
Yeah,
I'm with
You know what I'm
you.
saying?
I'm with you. They come popping up on my head now. Yeah.
But we stuck with it.
Yeah.
But
now you're right. You're right. It was year one lost money. I think year two was kind of like a break even ish, but scaled it down tremendously.
Right.
Because I was like, I said, I ain't taking that punch again. And then year three lost, year four lost, year five lost the largest. That was the most money I've ever lost. I said, hold on, goddamn. I said, man, what in the fuck are we doing? but as Moetown said, man, like every year it continued to grow.
Yeah.
So every year the attendance will damn near double. Right.
Yeah.
More sponsors will come on board. We get more press, more media. But as far as turning the page on the finances, on profitability, it just wasn't there. I mean, thank God that wasn't the only thing I had going on.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
But honestly, I tell this story often, man. It was my wife, bro. It was my wife.
Come on
you know
now.
what I'm saying? Like she saw how much time was being invested into this, how much money, the energy that the team and everybody's putting around it. And she said this one thing that just kind of changed everything. She said, you can look at money two ways. You can look at it as either you losing it or you're investing it.
Yeah.
And she said, the money that you put up, you got to look at it not as a loss, but as you investing into a brand that keeps growing. Mm-hmm. And you ain't going to see the other side, you know what I'm saying?
Until you get to the other side.
Until you get to the other side. But right now, it's an investment.
Yeah.
But as far as like the impact on culture, the impact on the community, the impact, with the city of Atlanta receiving proclamations, the Phoenix Award from the city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was, beyond just being a festival, we actually hosted the largest press conference for the mayoral election. I think it was back in 2018, I think it was, where, V103 did one, AJC did a press conference, but One Music Fest held one. Killer Mike was one of the moderators, and it was the largest attended press conferences in the city. So it's big. It was bigger than music. Like now it's like politics. Now it's like community. Now it's culture, and so what I'm saying. We just kind of looked at certain things we was doing. I was like, nah, the city needs it. The culture needs it.
During those 5 years, though, man, what were the things that y'all were learning and picking up during that time? And then also, what was that tweak that caused it to be profitable?
everything costs.
Every
You
goddamn.
think like, you doing something at a park?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to pay to resod that grass. Oh, everything costs.
Fencing,
You know, it was a 10
flooring,
DiBiase.
yeah.
Everybody got a price.
Yeah.
Oh, it's prices.
Oh, my God.
And as you, and perception is a lot of people's reality. So if they see more people coming, they raising the price. They don't know that you losing money. They raising them numbers.
Oh, my God.
They raising
Goddamn porta potties.
yeah.
Porta potties cost a motherfucker. Yeah. Little goddamn garbage cans you got out there. Everything. I was like, hold on,
Everything.
man. We paid how much
Yeah.
for porta potties? Man, APD, security, like, we ain't even get to the artist fees yet. I'm talking about millions of dollars, dog. of just production costs.
Okay, millions of dollars. Don't forget radio promo as well.
Hello,
Right.
And marketing.
You saw them checks.
Yeah. That shit is crazy. Okay. When it became profitable, how did that feel though? I mean, was it like a yes, we finally did it, or was it like, okay, we just made back 5 years worth of going through hell money?
I'm gonna tell you. So the blessing was, I did have a brand marketing company, so I was doing that prior. And going into our first year, I knew I couldn't do it without having brand partnerships. You had to have some kind of corporate involvement. So I was able to pull on Coors Light. I think it was Captain Morgan, Mini, Vibe magazine was involved, and it was enough money for me to be like, all right, I think we got something here. All right, you know what I'm saying? I think we can do something. But I was wrong. And then also what I found out and realized quickly is when we go in to pitch a brand, right? And we said we're gonna have 50,000 black folks out here, trendsetters, whoop de whoop. These are the artists, and you go to a beer brand, right? They'll be like, oh, that sounds great. All right, well, here's a check for $25,000, right? $25,000. That ain't gonna pay for my stage
for the porta
script.
potties.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For the porta potties. But a white event with 10,000 people, the money that they was cutting for some of those events and festivals was hundreds of thousands of dollars. And so I was always questioning, like, why is the budget different when we're reaching more people, we have a bigger impact, and we create the trends in the culture? You know what I'm saying? Like, you snatch hip hop away from, just America in general. You know what I'm saying? Or you take black folks and hip hop culture away. How you marketing half the stuff you marketing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How are you marketing your soft drinks? How are you marketing these cars and all this? You know what I'm saying? Like, we are the trends.
Yeah.
We were putting TVs and 22-inch rims on our cars long before y'all started calling it the sports
Come
and
on.
entertainment packages.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. We was hood when we was doing it.
Come on.
But now we go to the dealership and oh yeah, you want the entertainment package? Or you want the sports package?
That's the truth.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like,
Platinum
you know what?
package.
These
You know what I'm
motherfuckers
saying?
were undervaluing one music fest. So I think the other goal was, you got to be so noisy they can't ignore you.
Okay.
That was the thing, right? You know what I'm saying? Make it so big, so noisy that the brands have to come speak and rock with you, because you are now a gateway.
Yeah.
You got to be a gateway. But so that was really that was the mindset too. Like, just keep going.
I mean, seeing the disparity between black festivals and white festivals,
man,
what was it
it was
like
bad.
trying to fight that power and get more money into what y'all had going on so y'all can really create? Because see, that's the other
we
thing.
still doing it. We still fighting that fight.
Yep.
We still fighting that fight. As big as we are, we still have to have a conversation. Now, we're a little more arrogant with our conversation.
Okay.
Now, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'm like, okay, this is what you want to do? All right.
Yeah.
We'll show you. And you're forced to do it. I mean, in recent years, you see, like, especially after the pandemic, I mean, if you look at, where we are and where we're able to sustain and continue to grow, brands got to come to us.
Exactly.
They have to. But we created that environment. You know what I mean? It was and as uncomfortable, because it's hard. Like, a lot of times, listen, man, when things have to get paid for and they're expensive, sometimes you got to just turn people and the checks down just to know your worth. Like, okay, look, this is what you want to do. Don't worry about it. We don't want it. But next year they gonna come. They know they have to come back. When you do come back,
Yeah. The
It's
prices
another
just
zi-
went
Yeah.
up.
That's right. That's right.
The prices just
That's
went
right.
up.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. That's right. We dealing with that right now, bro.
Oh
with
my
some brands.
God, man,
Yeah.
that's crazy.